Greetings, it's Toni Payne, and I am just going to welcome you to Tuesdays with Toni. That is the new thing that the Lord has me doing, and I'm thinking since He said plural, like Tuesdays with Toni, it's going to be more than one, but hey, we'll just play it by ear, see what the Lord has in store. Basically, He's got a lot of stories for me to share and encourage you with. And I made lots of notes so that I could remember because what He has to say is important, and I want to just be used as a vessel for Him. And so today, we've been working on this for a couple of weeks. We, meaning the Lord and I, and I prayed about what to wear, how to do my hair. I prayed about every aspect of it that I could think of, and some that I didn't really think of, and He just reminded me of. And so this is our This is our very first Tuesdays with Toni. And that's how my life is. If you can't say the word, move on and try something different. So one of the things that He does with me is I see things, and there's always like kind of a life example that we can get out of it, or that I get out of it. And I know without any doubt that I am kind of weird. And so that's okay, because I'm learning to embrace it, where before I used to run from it. And so today's encouraging word with Toni is the great rollout. That is what we're going to be talking about today. Yes, the great rollout and a good rolling start. So I don't know about you guys. Oh, here we are. It's right here. This is my little prop. I'll probably have a lot of props. And again, I don't know how this camera works or anything. This is my very first time. So we're just kind of working things out together. But so this is the great rollout. Or, in other words, a good rolling start. Now, there has been some debate about how toilet paper rolls should be on the toilet paper holder. And I'm a firm believer in that this is the proper way. It's over the top. This would, how do you do the other way? I don't even know. Oh, this way? That's not it. No, that is inappropriate. And so, and I don't know why that is. I have no scientific data on any of it, but I do know for my neat little world, this needs to be like this. And so just the other day, as I was at work and using almost the end of the toilet paper roll, I took a little bit extra off the roll so that I could be the one to change the roll on the toilet paper, because I couldn't take the chance that somebody would do it wrong, because I try not to be a control freak, and so I'm learning to let some of those things go. But I would have been just a little bit disturbed and having to think about it being put on the wrong way if somebody had put it on the wrong way. So I took a little bit more, and I just redid the roll on the holder myself. So that took away out any argument there. It wouldn't be done wrong because I did it myself. I was going to fix it, and I was going to make sure that I wouldn't have any issues the rest of the day if and when I would go in there. So I just was thinking, yeah, that's a pretty good way to get a good rollout on things. But, sometimes life does not work that way. If most of us really want a great rollout in life, and we want to do our very best, and we want to put the best roll forward or the best foot forward. We want to do the thing that we're called to do, the person that God has called us to be. And sometimes we let circumstances get in the way, and sometimes we forget who that is and what God is doing in us, and what a good rollout really looks like, because it's going to look different for everybody. And so as I was thinking about that, I was thinking that rollouts for everybody in life are different. Nobody is the same. You've got your own special calling. You've got your own thing. And sometimes our rollouts are messy. And sometimes we don't put put it back on the toilet paper holder right. And we wish that we could do do-overs, and we wish that we could get multiple rollouts. Like, okay, this is a stage in my life. I am getting a new rollout. It's different. It's a new thing, and it's sometimes kind of scary, and I'm not even sure what God is doing, but I know that it's a good thing, and I know it's a good start, and I know that He is in control and He's helping me with it. And so on this thing, I'm not sure what God is doing, but I do know this. I am being obedient to Him, and I know that He is the one who has purposed my life, and He has purposed my rollout in this world in a new way. And I know His voice, and I know His lead, and I'm doing what He's called me to do. And if you think I'm funny, well, that's because of Jesus. And if you think I'm wise, that's because of Him too, although you might be wondering about that right now. If you hear me and see my imperfections and the fact that sometimes my neck will turn a little red, and sometimes I get a little nervous and I say a lot, and you wonder what in the world I'm doing, I understand that, and I'm kind of thinking the same thing too, but Jesus will use that as well. I want to assure you that sometimes there's tough times in life. Things get kind of hard to roll out, and maybe we get just torn a little bit, and we're not quite sure how to make that happen. But I want to tell you this: if you are in the midst of your own great rollout, just take one little, well, or two little, not those, not squares. Don't take a square at a time. Take a day at a time. Take a day at a time, spend it with Jesus, get to know Him a little closer, and remember this. This is the day that the Lord has made, and we can rejoice and be glad in it. Thanks. Bye. It's all